So things just keep getting crazier and crazier. There's now alien spheres supposedly landing in Colombia. About a month ago, one landed, it was captured, it went through analysis, they think it's alien, and now, just yesterday, another one landed. But it's not just in Colombia. The thing is, researching through the topic, I found out that there's a bunch of people seeing the same stuff all over the world.
Verga, otra bola en el cielo, otra bola en el cielo. Ahí está.
Just this month, these alien spheres were spotted in North Carolina, Mexico, Colombia, and many other places. So what's going on here? In the United States, in Arizona, we have massive sightings of these alien orbs soaring through the sky.
Guys, this is crazy. Does anybody know what's happening?
But it's not just in Arizona. People are seeing these alien orbs all over the place once again.
Okay, don't freak out, you guys, but there's a UFO hovering above Toronto.
And Quinn captured what appears to be one of them landing pretty close to her. There's something really strange going on, and the sightings are amping up.
Bro. Black Hawk helicopters.
What the is that?
And now we got crop circles popping up in the UK and in Brazil basically the same week.
Ninguém sabe o que aconteceu. Mas isso aí, ó, no evento, ó, não é nada. Aí, ó, o mato tudo baixado, ó.
So I decided to deep dive into this mystery and find out if there's any connection between the crop circles, the alien spheres, and the massive sightings that are happening right now. And I stumbled across something quite unnerving.
Just arrived at Sutton Veny, and behind me here is the two tree formations with the crop circle in the middle.
So let's start with the basic, and that would be the metallic spheres that are supposedly landing all over the world. About a month ago, a metallic sphere supposedly landed in Colombia, and this caught a lot of attention. Videos were originally recorded by an anonymous person and sent to this YouTube channel Germany company. In it you can find the original videos. This is for instance a snippet, the first time they saw this thing. And then the guy who was recording the video actually captures the sphere. After a series of tests, it was proven that this metallic sphere might be alien in origin.
Aquí tenemos elementos suficientes en donde hay tecnología muy avanzada.
Es decir, lo que estamos viendo aquí en la pantalla es lo que se está viendo directamente con la cámara, el microscopio digital.
So while doing a CT scan, they found out that there are tiny spheres inside of it. They also found fiber optics inserted into microscopic holes. Everything indicates that this thing was built with advanced technology. But there's also a lot of people trying to debunk this thing. For instance, posted one day ago, possible sign of boogosphere being man-made. This guy says, as an electrical engineer, I got a bit suspicious of the circuit-like markings seen on this picture of the boogosphere. So he talks about how the circuit in this sphere actually looks like the ones made by humans decades ago. There's also people trying to debunk the inscriptions in the sphere. People are trying to match the inscriptions with supposed alien writings found in rocks, hieroglyphs, that sort of stuff. And nothing matches. So maybe this is all fake, but then again, deep diving into this topic, I found out that more and more of these spheres are showing up in different parts of the world. On May 17th, Luis Santos saw this in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Verga, otra bola en el cielo, otra bola en el cielo. Ahí está. Y estamos en Guadalajara. Son más o menos las 5 de la tarde aquí en Zapopan. Se fue. De verdad ya no pude, se me fue del...
So that thing actually looks like the same thing in Colombia. Wait a minute. On May 23rd, another one was seen in Puebla, Mexico. Let's take a look at this.
¿Qué onda? No sé qué es lo que estoy viendo en este momento, pero estoy muy impresionada. De pronto apareció eso. Y no parece ser como un globo o algo así, o sea, se ve muy grande. No sé, o sea, está muy raro esto.
So this thing actually looks like the same thing in Colombia, a bit bigger, I would say. Okay, so we got 2 of them in Mexico. Where else are these things showing up? This is in North Carolina this month of May. Where is this thing? Okay, there it is. It's going pretty quick, isn't it? So this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's see if there's more. Okay, another one in California, 2024 by Drew Segovia. Check this out. Looks like this thing does not have any known propulsion system. Is this thing gonna move?
What the fuck is that?
Alright.
There's a thing just floating around out here, man. That's crazy. Adelanto.
What's curious is that none of these things have a propulsion system, so how are they moving? Could these things actually be alien in origin, alien technology? And if so, what are they doing? Are they scanning for something? Are they trying to contact us? Or is this a huge, elaborate hoax? While deep diving into this topic, I found something really bizarre. It all starts with this post that was made just a few hours ago. Apparently, another one of these spheres landed in Colombia yesterday. So there's no sound to this video, and this thing seems to be flying around. Once again, no visible propulsion system. And there's a moment there that it seems like it's going to land. Wait a minute. Let's list these sightings and let's see if there's any relation between them. So I'd say that if these things are actually alien in origin, it's possible that they're coming from the sea. And after mapping the sightings, it's quite clear that either these things are coming from the west coast, or they're coming from Central America or the Gulf of Mexico. Wait a minute. About a year ago, Google Maps scrubbed an ocean anomaly off of the coast of Malibu, and this is how this thing actually looks now. But here's how it looked before being scrubbed. This actually looks like pillars and a pretty good structure for hiding these UFOs. So let's just say that there are alien underwater bases in this region. Is there any more evidence of such a thing?
And so I'm touching everything on the ship, and I walk over to the starboard side, which is the right side of the ship, and I just kind of look around. There's a kind of a metal gangplank that runs down the side of the ship, and I look over that way, and there's a UFO just finishing coming out of the water. And it goes about 40 feet above the water and just sits there.
Alright, so found this one posted yesterday. 2 wild-eyed dome slowly crawling across the ocean. Let's see if we can find this thing. What is this thing? So we're talking about a 3-mile wide structure. This thing is actually moving around a lot. Look at that. This is its trail. What is this thing? And then it stops here. It's huge. Where is this? So this is very close to the west coast. Let's see if we can find anything else. Okay, so found this huge structure. Looks like a pyramid in the Gulf of America.
¿Es mi imaginación o bajo el mar veo una pirámide?
Yeah, it actually looks like a pyramid. A gigantic one. And it appears as if there are 3 smaller ones just next to it. I could be wrong. Okay, so we got one underwater anomaly here, and then the other one over here. Seems like we have a pattern. So it could just be that these objects are coming from an ancient, advanced civilization that possibly lives under the ocean. But there's also the possibility that these things are fake or just a hoax. Take a look at this. So this was posted by the average Chris just a few days ago, and this is actually a drone. A spherical drone. And it's kind of noisy. It's something that you would hear in these videos, right? No sound in this video that was posted just yesterday. Let's take a look at the others. So there's sound.
Y un globo no es.
No sound. Just like the other one. So in this video we do have sound, but at the same time I kind of can hear what sounds like a drone in the distance. Am I going crazy here? Do you hear that? Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so maybe this Boogosphere thing, maybe it's all fake, maybe it's a drone. But what if it isn't? While deep diving into this mystery, I found bizarre connection between the drones, the alien drones and orbs, the metallic spheres, and the crop circles that are popping up all over the world right now.
Ninguém sabe o que aconteceu. Mas isso aí, ó, no evento, ó, não é nada. Aí, ó, o mato tudo baixado, ó. Como se fosse uma cavidade aqui, ó. Estamos tentando descobrir o que foi. Vento não foi, não.
On May 17th, the same date that this alien sphere was spotted in Mexico, Just Me Again 2356 captured a massive sighting in Arizona. Check this out.
This is crazy. Guys, this is crazy.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Does anybody know what's happening? Do you guys know? Holy crap. Holy crap, it's like a light show.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. This is out of control. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. What is happening?
What in the world is going on here? There's just too many of them, and looking at this, I thought it was drones, maybe birds, but then, look at that. There's trails left behind them, like light trails, or like they're shining like stars. They seem to move erratically. Look at that. So there's a pattern here. We got this massive sighting in Catalina foothills, and then we got this alien sphere in Mexico. Guadalajara, Mexico, and Catalina foothills. We're talking about 1,000 miles of distance. But this is basically in this same spot that we've been looking into. So it could just be that these things are coming from the same place. There should be more people who saw the same thing. Okay, so I found this one from Bartel's 1981. Wait, what was that? Is that lightning? This is one strange sighting. I mean, like hundreds of these objects in the sky. What are these things? This was in Texas and it was recorded on May 7th, so this is 1 week apart. Could be the same thing that we're looking at. Okay, so this is strange. And before we get into the crop circles, more of these strange sightings, including a shape-shifting sphere. Let's try to find out why massive sightings are happening in Arizona and Texas. There's got to be a reason. Are they scanning for something? Are they trying to communicate with us? Are they evacuating the planet? What's going on? So in Arizona, a notable incident involved the US F-16 Viper fighter jet that was struck midair by an orange-white uncrewed aerial system. In other words, a UFO. When was this? So this was in January 2023. So this is interesting. A plane stumbling across one of these objects and taking it down means that either there's too many of these objects in the sky, or there's something else going on. Now this is interesting. Arizona explored use of small nuclear reactors to provide power to giant tech companies. This was on May 5th. So they need a lot of energy. They're using nuclear energy to power the AI servers. Oh my gosh, could it be that these alien orbs and drones and these metal spheres, could it be a defense system against AI? But at the same time, we got the volcanic entrances in Arizona. And this kind of makes me think of this huge volcano that is about to erupt in the west coast.
So according to apparently there's this huge mile-wide volcano under the West Coast Ocean that is supposed to be erupting sometime soon. Not only is it going to be erupting soon, but is saying that it will cause at least 10,000 earthquakes along the coast.
And this pattern that we found in this map. So there's a lot of activity in this specific region, mainly the West Coast. Everything points to volcanic eruptions or nuclear power plants to power AI. Maybe they're scared of AI. But doing a quick search into this, it's not just the West Coast. So I found this one from Mother Nature's Offspring, and she posted this 6 days ago in Ontario, Canada. Check this out.
Okay, don't freak out, you guys, but there's a UFO hovering above Toronto.
And it's just hovering there. It hasn't moved an inch.
Where is it? Oh, I gotta move the camera. Not like, why can't I find it?
Right up there, right up there.
Wow, okay.
It's triangular in shape. What is it?
Oh my God, I don't know.
I'm scared.
Oh my God.
What the hell is it? What is it, you guys? Are we being visited?
Well,
Are we being visited by the UFOs?
So this definitely isn't a street lamp or anything like that. It's pretty high up in the sky. And it actually looks like a typical triangular UFO that we usually see in movies and in reports, stories, and that sort of stuff. This is kind of wild. See if we can find anything else. Okay, so I found this one 3 days ago by Quinn A56. Okay, so this actually looks like it could be an object landing. What's going on here? Let's take a look at this again. What? I can hear them screaming in the background. I mean, this sounds legit. That actually looks like an object landing, and it's maybe too big to be a drone. I would definitely run and find out what that was. I'm guessing that she did not do that. Yep, she didn't. So where was this? So according to Picarda, this is in Newcastle, United States. So let's see what we have for now. So we got something going on in Toronto. And then we got Newcastle. And then we got Texas. We got Arizona. Let's see if there's anything in common. So there's proximity to military and strategic sites, open skies and low light pollution. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So there could be a pattern here, but these are not the only sightings. There's more. 2 days ago, posted by Goose Jumps V2. Wife sent me this. She's 100% positive this is not a bunch of balloons. Let's take a look at this. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my gosh, that looks like venom, but flying. What? Okay, so it looks like balloons. But zooming in, it's not. Then looking at the comments, it seems that something swooshes by pretty quick at 5 seconds. That's okay, saw that. Yeah, it's pretty quick. That's a good eye. Wait a minute, I remember seeing this thing before. So yeah, that basically looks like the same thing.
Over San Francisco right now.
That's exactly the same thing.
What the is that? There's and the jets are going right behind it.
Now that's high quality camera. So this is kind of interesting, but what do these shape-shifting objects have in common with the alien orbs? Well, according to this Reddit user, a lot. There's this theory that these objects, they're not blobs, they're orb swarms. So this guy thinks that these shape-shifting objects, the jellyfish, UFO, and many of these things that we see in the sky, they could be these alien orbs all put together traveling in unison. He's saying it's multiple much smaller objects moving into different positions and alignments. Now if this is the case, this could be some sort of sophisticated technology, an alien technology possibly. But how do these alien orbs actually look like? Oh wow, so found this video posted 8 days ago to Reddit, amazingly clear orb footage from San Antonio, Texas, 2012. Would you look at that? So I'm thinking maybe this is a speck, an insect. Yeah, but then it stops there, kind of picks up speed, and swooshes back up. So this thing could be one of these plasma orbs that we're seeing flying in the sky. Okay, so searching for more of these videos of these plasma orbs, I found this one in Chile posted by Soy Don Juanito just I think a month ago, something like that. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but it seems like they're eating, possibly at a restaurant, and there's glass in front of them, between them. I mean, this could be the reflection of a light bulb or something like that, but then again, this one isn't. This was posted by Galactic Civilization 1 week ago, captured in May 20th, Chinatown, Los Angeles, California. Let's take a look at this.
Lights like that.
It's so quiet.
Yeah, this thing's going fast and it's very quiet.
Lights like that.
Once again, one of these triangular objects. Looks like a formation of these orbs, to be honest. Could be birds, but it seems like it's going faster than birds. And then you got people trying to contact these alien orbs. Let's take a look at this. It's coming from Ryan Ward.
It's crazy. My God, look at it. That's not a plane. That is wild. Look at
and fast.
I can't. That's going way too fast.
Yeah.
That's not.
It's the first time I see it going that fast.
I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me.
On May 26th, posted by OEAV, people in India recorded this alien orb, or whatever this thing is, landing at their backyard. So these things are getting closer and showing up more and more, and this one in India suggests that this is not something that's happening just in the United States, West Coast, or Mexico. Posted 8 days ago to Reddit, I pointed the phone at the sky, asked for a sign, and this orb flashed. This sound. Italy. Yeah. So this is a close-up of this object, And once again, it looks like a plasma orb, something like that. But the thing is, looking at all these videos, it seems as if these things are trying to contact us, and this is where we get to the crop circles.
First Wiltshire crop circle has appeared, and it's going to kickstart the season like crazy. This piece of footage was filmed by Mark Breen. It's absolutely beautiful. You should go to his channel and check out these other stuff. But this is the crop circle itself. This appeared overnight on the 15th, and again, this is from Warminster, where I grew up. And I've got in contact with a farmer there called Julius. So in the next few days, I'm going to be visiting this site and I'm going to be interviewing Julius himself. He's completely perplexed about what's happened here. Measurements, I'm going to be researching the radiation. And what a start to the season, mate. Celtic knot in nature. It's bang smack in the middle of two circular tree formations, which is very significant in nature. It's perfect, okay? Wonderful. And the Celtic knot symbolism, okay, for those of you who don't know, it's eternity, the cyclical nature of life, and the interconnectedness of all things. Death, rebirth, and all that wonderful stuff.
So this guy actually went there to measure things, is that it?
Just arrived at Sutton Veney, and behind me here is the two tree formations with the crop circle in the middle. You can kind of see it over there, but the site is absolutely stunning. I kind of feel like I've got butterflies in the stomach, but it is a beautiful location, and I'm not entirely sure whether that's to do with where we're at, because it's so wonderful, or there's something more going on here. But no sign of browning or stress. Very green and beautiful. It almost looks like it's thriving still.
So this was on May 15th. We're talking about a Celtic formation that means rebirth, death, that sort of thing. That's quite interesting. And then on May 20th, in Brazil, in a place called Jordão, something really similar happened. Just check this out.
Ninguém sabe o que aconteceu. Mas isso aí, ó, no evento, ó, não é nada. Aí, ó, o mato tudo baixado, ó. Como se fosse uma cavidade aqui, ó. Estamos tentando descobrir o que foi. Vento não foi, não. Aí, ó. Aí, ó, você vê aqui, ó. O mato não quebrou nem nada. Só sei que aconteceu isso, ó. Aí, ó.
So looking at these crop circles, it could just be that these things are trying to contact us or pass some sort of message. The Celtic formation and the fact that we have one in Brazil and in the UK happening basically 5 days apart, that's kind of weird, isn't it? But the thing is, what object is responsible for these crop circles? It looks like a massive one.
This controversial film appears to show strange objects hovering above a cornfield. Below, complex circle formations appear.
So the only video that I could find portraying one of these crop circles being made, it's not a massive object like I would guess. It's actually the plasma orbs. So apparently these things are all over the place and they can do a wide variety of things. They can apparently group themselves into a huge blob, a shape-shifting blob. They're responsible for crop circles. Every major sighting that happened since November involved these orbs. What if the metallic sphere, the ones that are landing all over the place right now, what if that's the same orb? What if that's how it looks? Now this is just one crazy theory and I'm not sure this is the case. And the feeling I get is that maybe their presence has something to do with either volcanic activity or AI technology. But I want to know your take. Leave a comment. What do you think? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and I'll see you guys after tomorrow.